Hi, my name is Valene. This fictional piece was inspired after my mentor Sarah and I had just gone to see Les Miserables together. After the 3-hour film, we were both still reeling, and she offered me a prompt that was somewhat drawn from the movie to create a scene in which the following appears in some way: candlesticks, a letter, and something red. And this is what came out of that. Letter from an avid dreamer. Dear Adam, it's been a while. 3 days to be exact. 3 days since seeing you walking down the street with that strong, sure gait of yours. But what's 3 days compared to a lifetime of loneliness and longing? Lonesomeness, heightened with the never-ending cycle of rain that always seemed to beat down on us from the skies above, acting as a barrier, always reminding me of my isolation from the rest of the world. You are my best friend, my only friend. We shared the cool summer days, laughing and gallivanting around town, your guitar never 2 feet away, and my mind always in the clouds. I can still feel the dewy grass tickling my toes as we sat on the black rubber swings at the park discussing our plans for the future. I can still hear the clinking of the chains as I whirled around and around, endlessly, my head tilted back and my hair swaying in the breeze as my thoughts drifted into the unknown. I wanted to travel, to explore, to go on adventures that would last a lifetime. Your mind, on the other hand, would never waver from college and the upcoming due date on an assignment for some ridiculously hard class that I swore could not possibly exist. I mean, seriously, epistemology? Our 3-year age difference never played a role in our relationship, as platonic as it was. You treated me as your little sister, protecting me, guiding me, never moving past that sibling affection, much to my dismay. Secretly, I always long for more. You were my first dream. As I sit here by candlelight in my dark, cramped room, I feel the cool silk of my red dress brush against my thighs. The same red dress that I snuck, undetected, out of Daniel's clothing store, just to impress you. The texture is much different from the raggedy, cheap clothing I'm usually draped in. What did you say to me the first time you saw me in it? Oh, look at you. You look like a little schoolgirl playing dress-up. How adorable. Chucking me on the chin like a child who didn't know any better. You might as well have just punched me right in the gut. Trust me, it would have caused much less pain than those few uttered words. All I've ever felt was this ongoing sense of doubt that followed me with every step. Doubt that I would never make anything of my life. Doubt that I would never break down this wall that always seemed to tower over me, stopping me from going after whatever I desired. I never knew how harsh the world could be once I'd finally mustered up the courage to take a step outside that wall. I guess I should thank you for showing me that. The only person I knew I could always count on being there for me, to guide me through the struggles of life, was my grandma. And now I don't even have her for support anymore. It's crazy how fast, with just a snap of his fingers, God can take away from us the ones we love with no warning at all. For my 18 years of existence on this earth, all I've ever had was her and what little money we could scrape together. Times were tough, but we always managed to pull through. 18 years and now she's gone, stolen from me by the fast, cruel fate of cancer. 18 years of cherished memories and life lessons taught that I will never forget. Like my grandma always told me, listen to your heart, even if the whole world is telling you not to. She was such an astounding woman. I guess you could say this letter is somewhat dedicated to her, or maybe she's already been reading my thoughts from way up there in whatever majestic land she now gets to call home. I don't know how I'm going to go on my own, but I'll try my hardest. There's nothing here for me anymore. I've gone through life with the comfort of my hopes and dreams always guiding me, but now, even though the circumstances had to be so harsh, I finally get the chance to chase back after them, to explore and see the world and all the wonders that it contains. Who knows where I'll end up? But that's just the beauty of it. There are so many possibilities out there just waiting for me. By the time you receive this letter, I will be long gone. I will find a new home and a new life based entirely up to me. So I bid you adieu, old friend, and maybe by some trickle of faith we'll have the pleasure of seeing you again. But until then, so long. Signed, an avid dreamer.